If you're not keen on taking oral tablets of metronidazole, there are what we call intravaginal options. So you've got intravaginal metronidazole, which comes in 0.7% concentration, and it is taken once a day for 5 to 7 days. Now, you do not have to worry about getting your fingers dirty because intravaginal metronidazole comes with an applicator and use of a plunger. You want to avoid intravaginal metronidazole if you're having periods, as well as avoiding sexual intercourse. Side effects can include itchiness, burning, numbness of the skin, and very rarely you might also get diarrhea. Another intravaginal option is the 2% clindamycin cream, which is taken once a day for 7 days. Again, it comes with an applicator and it is not recommended in the first trimester of pregnant women. Side effects can include diarrhea, thrush, vaginal discharge, vaginal discomfort. In terms of treatment in pregnancy, if you're not keen on taking the oral option, you can try the intravaginal option of the metronidazole 0.75% or the intravaginal clindamycin of 2%. However, it is advised to avoid intravaginal clindamycin during the first trimester and can be used mainly in your second and third trimesters. In terms of recurrent bacterial vaginosis, if you've tried everything else and you want to continue with treatment, one option would be to take the intravaginal metronidazole gel. This is usually given twice a week for the next 4 to 6 months. That would reduce the chance of recurrence of the bacterial vaginosis. If you're not keen on medication, there are other more natural options like balance activ or canesbalance. These are used either as a pessary or gel, and what they aim to do is to restore the normal vaginal of the pH, as well as reduce the fishy odor and vaginal discharge, and they're usually applied once at night for 7 days. Now, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please feel free to share, like, and subscribe.